My nail tech knows how to keep it a little secret. I don't wish for my success, I speak it. I caught a buzz and you did too, but I look like I've been getting money, how reeking. You smell me, that's LV. Walk around with my chest out and my skin smooth, I'm healthy. I'm in a mix and I'm handshaking, but most of y'all can't help me. Most of y'all ain't wealthy. Most of y'all just dress like it. I caught the vibe that y'all giving off and I'm trying to make my...
Routine to get ready, but once they take the floor, they're one single unit. So Sacramento will get the first possession. Now Sacramento starting five. Dylan Brooks out there with Evan Mobley. Then it's Fred VanVleet. Then it's Zach LaVine, and it's Samuels in at the five. Now here's LaVine. 6 on the shot clock. To the inside. Shots good by Samuels. Samuels got the first points up on the board tonight here for the Kings. Now here's Doncic. Passes it to Osman. Back to Doncic. Pass to Osman. The three. Come on. Evan Mobley with the rebound.
And one thing that is special about Evan Mobley, made an immediate defensive impact as a rookie. Something few big men are able to do. Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
As you said, very few rookie big men, Greg, can shape a defense like Mobley did.
Kind of reminds you of the impact Tim Duncan had with his defense. But Mobley can protect the rim and stay in front of guards on the perimeter. Boy, sky is the limit for him defensively.
VanVleet can't get it to go. Memphis has gone 0-2 from deep here. Doncic against VanVleet. And they double up Doncic. Here's Osman. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic.
A playmaker of Doncic's talents wasn't missing that gap. He quickly gets the ball to the wide open man.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Kings head coach gave me a few minutes. Now they have not won yet in 2 meetings against this team, but coach says he expects a different story tonight. He expects them to attack more offensively and worry a little less about waiting for the perfect shot. We'll see if that approach lets them win this first game in the season series. Kevin?
Great work, DA. So at the top of their to-do list, Greg, generate buckets.
Yeah, you can get all the stops in the world, but it does you no good if you're not scoring on the other end.
Got to think on top of the game plan, it's about sharing the basketball. If they do that, they'll be just fine.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
LaVine wide open. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. LaVine against Doncic. Kicks it out to Richardson. And again, it's Memphis with the three.
Well, Josh Richardson, a 3-and-D guy, and that three comes first, so he's going to let it rip.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Now here's Levine. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. 5 on the clock. Shot to stop the run. Samuels can't get it to go.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he laid it straight up and in.
Doncic against Van Vliet. Doncic outside. Back to Richardson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Mobley.
Looks like Josh Richardson is always seeking a shot. This time, looking for contact as well.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first. And a big issue for teams, Greg, this time of year, keeping players healthy for the long haul. Coaches, we're seeing, starting to adjust rotations, keeping an eye on guys' minutes.
And, Kevin, it's such a long season, and teams have to keep the key players fresh. It's not a strategy everyone loves, but it's a necessary concern in today's NBA.
Here's Azubuike. Here's Banton. Shoots over Doncic. Banton's shot is off. Brown against Doncic. A minute 42 left to play in the first. Outside, Porter fires the three. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 4 assists in the game. Oh, no, he may have gotten injured right there. He's in a lot of pain.
And this would be a terrible blow. Hopefully it's less serious than it looks.
Well, looking at his face right there, you can tell he's in a lot of pain, and there's a lot of trepidation right now on that team's sideline.
Fred Van Vliet is checked in for Sacramento. To the middle. Brown kicks to Van Vliet. 1:25 left to play here in the first. To end the drought. He can't get it to go. And it's Memphis the other way. And Fred Van Vliet, a player who has always shot well from outside.
And Kevin Van Vliet has continued to kind of take on more of an offensive load. Increased his volume while maintaining efficiency. Not every player able to do that.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. Let's get it for the Grizzlies. 1:04 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Christopher. To the paint. Here's Faulkner. No good on that one. Great D that time from Bagley. And it's Porter with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. Dinwiddie outside. They grab their own miss. Bagley. And finish off by Bagley.
Bagley can move around you and get slender out there to find room on the floor to collect offensive rebound.
Van Vliet looking around. Here's Christopher. Dinwiddie covering. Van Vliet passes to Christopher. Again, the miss by the Kings.
I saw a green light there. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
And the pass to Madison. He can't hit that time. And so it's Memphis with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And looking at what we've seen, Grizzlies pretty much in control here.
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
Time now for an injury report.
Hey, Kevin, I spoke with the head athletic trainer for the Kings. He told me that it's a sprained knee, and while he is in extreme pain right now, he appears to have escaped without suffering any tears. He's definitely out for this game, and they said there's a chance he could miss a few more games as well. We obviously hope it's fewer games, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Hopefully everything works out for him. On the court for Sacramento, they've got Evan Mobley. Also Dylan Brooks out there. And it's Christopher in the point guard. And the Grizzlies leading by 16. Dinwiddie with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Madison. Brooks covering.
And that kind of defense ain't going to get it done.
Gee, we don't see those kinds of dunks out of him all the time, but we know he's got it in him.
Well, any guy can throw it down against air defending him. Plenty of room, so not so amazing. What does amaze me, though, is that no one came over to contest the play.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. Sacramento shooting their first free throws of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
That free throw, no good. We know the league's cracking down on those dangerous plays that risk a player's health. Why was that less of a focus when you play?
That's a great question. I think it's smarter to approach the game this way. We don't want to have unnecessary injury because of guys maybe just taking it a little too far with the physicality.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. Lawson outside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Lawson's got his first points of the night.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, from the step back to his attacking style, some have compared Luka Doncic to the Bear, James Harden. There are some similarities, Harden said. Being able to dictate and control the game like he does, he never lets anyone speed him up, and he gets what he wants. Back to you, Kevin.
He always has. They're both pretty fun to watch. David, thank you.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Dinwiddie with it. He's picked up by Mobley. Now, here is Lawson. Defense right on him. Rebound by Christopher. The Kings trail by 17. It's rebounded by Memphis. Next up in the docket, the Bucks following this one. And that game is the second of two straight at home. Passes to Madison. And he banks in the layup. And the Grizzlies lead by 19.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Outside, Levine. From the arc. Tries again. And it's laid in by Brooks.
Oh, nice play from Brooks down in the paint. Not afraid to get physical on the inside.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Here's Madison. Shoots it up. That one falls. 6 points for him.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group.
2 minutes remaining.
1:58 left to play here in the second quarter. And it's Brown missing, and the Grizzlies leading by 19 points. Now Doncic still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Harris finds Richardson. And they double up Doncic. 4 on the shot clock. Offensive rebound. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for Sacramento. Out to the right wing. 1:21 left in the first half. Levine against Richardson. It's rebounded by Memphis. Doncic has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And still, he's scoreless. Boy, they could use just a little bit of help from him.
Mobley with the block. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now, you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Round inside. Wagner wide open. Drops in the tray. Wagner's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as a Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
Osman the pass to Doncic. And they double up Doncic. On the wing, Green. Kicks it out to Richardson. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 6 assists here tonight.
A good sense right there of Richardson understanding space and that he could get there. Nice pull-up.
Richardson against Levine. Wagner as screen on Richardson. There's Levine.
Well, there's no vacancy down there. Josh Richardson gives no room to the offensive player.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies.
Welcome, everybody. The story at the half could be summed up as a dominating performance for the Memphis Grizzlies. So they're at the bottom of a pretty deep hole. And moving on to our current game, and that'll do it for halftime.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. We've seen Josh Richardson really having a great game.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Harris is out there with Draymond Green. Then there's Richardson. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Osman in at the 3. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. And here's Levine after Josh Richardson was able to get the triple. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so...
The previous play is overruled.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Now, here's Doncic. They have a 22-point lead. It's the most they've led by. Richardson finds Doncic. And they double up Doncic. Here's Green. No good. Shot missing. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. They host the 76ers after this game. And that will be the first game of 5 straight at home. Samuels dishes to Levine. No good on the triple.
That's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Doncic kicks to Green. Back to Doncic. Looking for Harris. He gets it there. And the jam by Harris.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him, they appreciate. It when he shares the ball like that.
And so much great talent coming into the league, Greg, every year. That 2021 draft class, in particular, looks very strong.
Absolutely. Anytime you got just a couple potential stars, but from the looks of it, upwards of 5, you know it's been a special draft.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Dinwiddie against Van Vliet. And there's the block. Just stops it cold and takes possession. Mobley looking it over. Pass to Van Vliet. Shoots over Dinwiddie. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Samuels got 7. And the Grizzlies leading by 20. Here now is Dinwiddie. No points in the game yet for him. And stolen by Mobley. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Now here's Van Vliet. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And one of these modern wings who doesn't just shoot threes. Brooks is a tough guy to cover.
Sacramento shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And the Kings making a change here as Abuki's checked in. And both free throws good for Brooks. And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game.
Giving up a run here. Can they turn it around?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a 4th? I'm not sure.
And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Bagley the screen. Shoots in deep. Basket counts. He's got 8.
This is kind of where I feel like his comfort zone is, as Bagley hurts the defense from there.
Van Vliet with it. Mobley outside. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. And the Grizzlies leading by 20. Dinwiddie outside. High post Bagley. He's got 8. And finished off by Bagley.
Bagley punishing the defense that time.
The Kings have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the 3rd. Van Vliet passes to Azubuike. He kicks it to Brooks. Pass to Christopher. Shot clock at 5. Here's the 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Christopher's got his first 3 points of the game.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Some changes here for the Grizzlies. Austin's checked in, and Porter subbed in for Watanabe. Then for the Kings, Wagner's checked in for Mobley, and it's Brown in for Dylan Brooks. Now here's Dinwiddie. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Out to the right wing. No one near him. Memphis the rebound. Poked away. Christopher the pass to Van Vliet. Launches a three. It's rebounded by Lawson.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Doncic finds Lawson. Madison. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Doncic against Van Vliet. Can't connect from short range.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
And the shot goes down.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And Sacramento has possession. Grizzlies making the shot. There's the pass to Van Vliet. Fires the three. Leans checked in for Fred Van Vliet. Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
And you watch the way Doncic runs this offense. He's become a master at the pick and roll. Incredible to see someone run it to perfection.
Here's Christopher. 26 seconds left in the third. Shot clock at 6. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic. .20 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And finished off by Wagner.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Here's Doncic. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
How about the balance of Doncic on that possession? Amazing at just absorbing the contact and still with the strength to finish.
Wagner from long range. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. From the field, they have been outstanding. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. And here's Levine, who brings it up for the Kings. On the court for Sacramento, they've got Zach LaVine. Bruce Brown is out there with Evan Mobley. Then there's Dylan Brooks. And it's Samuels in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Bagley with a wide open look. A three-pointer, no good. The Kings shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. Pass to Levine. Mobley against Bagley. Puts it up from 17, and he connects with the jumper.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Here's Bagley. A second chance effort, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Bagley could be dominating the glass right now, has all the tools to get in there and rebound.
Fred Van Vliet is checked in for Sacramento. That's good from Bagley. The leadership of the NBA Players Association, Greg, has said they support expansion. And two cities which seem to be the leading candidates, Seattle and Las Vegas. What do you think?
Yeah, well, I love both. Had the good fortune of playing in both cities, and I'd love to see a team in my hometown, but bottom line, more teams means more jobs, and that's a sentiment I think most can get behind.
Dinwiddie passes to Madison. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Levine finds Van Vliet. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist.
Yeah, and with improving court awareness, Levine continues to tap into his limitless potential when making plays.
Dinwiddie with it. He's picked up by Mobley. From the corner. And too long on the shot.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Maybe they can find a way to establish some rhythm in the next few possessions with the extra pass.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Dinwiddie passes to Bagley. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Bagley's got 9 points here in the second half.
Takes contact, and a good job of Bagley fighting through at that time.
Levine kicks to Van Vliet. Inside, here's Samuels. Goes back up. It's deflected. Van Vliet against Dinwiddie. Pass to Madison. Here's Mann. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Dinwiddie against Van Vliet. Madison the pass to Dinwiddie. Shoots over Van Vliet. And they'll get another chance. Dinwiddie's shot is off.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Count that one from Van Vliet.
Just a little bit off in the first, but he's been anything but that here in the second quarter. Really impressive to see him turn it around like that.
Dinwiddie kicks to Bagley. Mann passes to Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
That's one of those games for Bagley where he just looks so confident.
The Kings have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. For 3, Van Vliet kept alive. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Mobley's got 4 points in the quarter.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
A big group substitution here for Sacramento. As Abuki's checked in, Wagner comes in for Mobley. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Dylan Brooks. And it's Josh Christopher in for Zach LaVine. Doncic kicks to Richardson. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Van Vliet outside. Pass to Christopher. Lets it go from deep. The shot, no good.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them. The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Van Vliet passes to Azubuike. Christopher. No good with the triple. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Memphis. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance. And this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Grizzlies.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so they'll be advancing their win total to 42 games.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance from Marvin Bagley.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
Beans checked in for Fred Van Vliet. Timeout called, the Grizzlies. They're up by 28. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Porter's checked in for the Grizzlies. Here's Christopher. Doncic with the block.
And good instincts from Doncic. His coaches and teammates love when he's in hustle mode and gets those blocks.
It's good.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
He feeds it to Richardson, and it's Richardson slamming it down.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Here's Christopher. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. They poured it on a dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brent Berry, Greg Anthony, and David All.
I want all my free. I could tat 100 on my face. I could call out 100 names. Got a $20 bill, get your hands up. You survived last year, get your hands up. I know that money tight, they send me check like I should stash some, but we gon' ball for the night.